Hey y'all, Gabe and Sierra, back at it again. Let's go. So today we're reviewing Step Brothers and Talladega Nights. Sierra is going to give us a summary of Step Brothers right now.
Step Brothers is about Dale and Brennan, who are completely dependent on their parents at the age of 40. And when their parents meet each other, they get married, they become friends, and cause a lot of chaos in their lives.
Alright. I think we agreed on the auteur theory. Why don't you explain how the auteur theory fits in with Step Brothers?
The auteur theory fits because the director clearly had a vision that he wanted for both Dale and Brennan, and he really enforced his ideal characteristics of the two and brought it to life in a way that was pretty good.
So now we're going to go on to the rating system for Step Brothers. Why don't you tell us what you thought on the entertainment aspect of Step Brothers?
It was entertaining for a little bit. It was pretty funny for most of it, but got kind of corny and obnoxious at certain points, which kind of took away from it for me, and I just kind of lost interest. Some of the humor was kind of overused, and I gave it a 16 out of 25.
I give it a 17 out of 25. It was definitely funny, but it was all childish humor, all immature humor, so you have to really force yourself to laugh sometimes. I can see how, based on your age, it would change how you perceive this film, but yeah, I thought it was entertaining overall, so I gave it a 17.
There wasn't really a lesson, just to get out of your parents' house as soon as possible, and I gave it a 5 out of 25.
Okay. I gave it a 7 out of 25 because the big main idea was to be yourself no matter what age you are. That's really proven at the very end, so that's what I gave it a 7 for. That was the one thing that really was educational. Artistically, how did you feel about Step Brothers?
It was decent, but Will Ferrell was good.
Okay.
I give it a 10.
A 10? Okay. I gave mine a 10 also. I thought Will Ferrell was really good. The writers did well enough to know how to make the audience laugh. It was creativity that brought the movie to take childish humor and put them into the lives of adults. All right, and to the literary aspect of things, how did you feel on Step Brothers?
Gave it a 15. This theme is pretty obvious. Just being who you are and not really conforming to the ideas of who's around you is the best thing that you can do.
I give it a 10. I didn't think it was very complex. Hold on, let's remember. Let me read this. All right. I give it a 10. I thought it was creative how they were able to take a childhood problem and put it into the lives of adults. Bless you. But really, it was just made to be funny. But I really think Drake and Josh is better, if you ask me. So that's a 10 for me.
Overall, I gave it a 46 out of 100.
That's so lame. We're not doing that.
There we are.
No, I gotta slap the table.
Why do you slap the table?
All right, total scores. What'd you get, Sierra Carver?
46.
All right, I got a 44. Pretty close.
Now we're going to review Talladega Nights. What's it about?
It's about Ricky Bobby. He's the best NASCAR racer there is. He runs into a problem with this Frenchman who's actually a better racer than him, and he ends up losing his job and has to get his life back together through a series of chaotic, hilarious, and heartbreaking events.
I think we agreed that the genre theory best fits the film.
Yes, I agree. It fits in the way that it's a action comedy, and you have both aspects of that. You have the stereotypical relationship with the girl that you would last expect it to be, but in reality, you definitely expected it to be her with all the times they showed her on screen staring at Will Ferrell's character, Ricky Bobby. But altogether, there were many, many things that showed that it was an action comedy. You did have some things that contradicted it, such as like the father who shows up for the tickets and then he goes and sells the tickets because that was the comedy part to the action comedy. In an action movie, he would get the tickets and go in. Here we go to our rating system. Entertainment. How did you feel about Talladega Nights?
It was pretty funny throughout the whole film, and I enjoyed it overall, but the sexual humor got kind of dried out and old after a little bit, and it did get sort of obnoxious at some points, and I gave it a 14.
On the entertainment aspect for Talladega Nights, I gave it a 21 out of 25 based on how it actually had a story to it. I kind of rated this one against Step Brothers. I just like this one a little bit better on like the storyline aspect. Step Brothers was definitely funnier, but Talladega Nights was more entertaining to me. That's why I gave it a 21. So Sierra, what did you get for the artistic?
Kind of like I said for Step Brothers, everything was decent, but Will Ferrell was good, and I gave it a 10.
Artistically, for Talladega Nights, I thought that the actors did really well. I didn't think it was outstanding, but I mean, they knew how to be their funny characters. Will Ferrell, as always. The accents of like the foreigners, everything like gave it like this weird aesthetic of being like in the deep south, even if it was most of the time offensive or vulgar. I gave it 11 out of 25. Educationally, how did you feel about Talladega Nights?
The only message you can really get from it, in my opinion, would be that winning isn't everything, and you see it with Ricky Bobby's relationship with his best friend and his wife and his family, and I gave it a 5 out of 25.
Educationally, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's really a lot of basic lessons taught in the background. So you have like teaching your kids how to behave is best taught by grandma. Respect your elders. Just like even if they treat you like crap, just like Ricky Bobby and his father. It had good messages, but there was a lot of vulgar jokes in the whole process. So, okay, literary. How did you feel about Talladega Nights?
The theme kind of ties in with the educational for what I said, and it's basically just that winning isn't everything. The conflict was consistent. It was pretty interesting, but it kind of fell off at some points, and I gave it a 10 out of 25.
I gave it a 15 out of 25. I believed that the conflicts in it really showed through as the best part. You have Ricky Bobby and his friend. You have Ricky Bobby and his father. His his racing career. His wife, who's not his wife anymore at one point, and then you have the grandma and the kids. I mean, there's so many conflicts going on, and it's all they're all funny, hilarious, chaotic. But I mean, it's a comedy. It's not deep. So, 15 out of 25 for me.
Overall, I gave it a 39 out of 100.
And I gave it a 55 out of 100. As you can tell, she liked this movie not at all.
I liked it.
Oh, she did like it. She thought it was entertaining. But as a movie, it wasn't good. And I agree. 55. All right, y'all. We're going to see you later.
No.
Sierra and Gabe.
No.
It's 8:37 a.m. and we are ready to go back to bed. See you next week.